All right, welcome back to the Back and Forth. I am Dollar Bill, my co-host, Mystery.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
And as you know the format, we just go through shorts that I find online. We go back and forth on them, have our reactions, and that's pretty much the premise of the show.
Right.
All right, so so before we get into that, how you been, bro? How you been?
Man, been pretty good, it's just been a busy week, getting everything together. Getting that 9 to 5, as Joaquin say.
All right, yeah.
And then handling business, man, as far as with Shyville, Money Tree Music Group.
Okay. I gotta turn my phone off too.
That's what Arkansas people.
Okay. Let me turn this down. All right, yeah, but other than that, you been good?
Oh yeah, man. How you been though?
I've been good, just hella busy. Really hella busy, man. Trying to catch up on sleep. I missed the African Street Festival where Slim was performing, mainly because I was just so tired, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had almost been up almost 24 hours.
Man, don't feel bad, bro. I missed it too, and I was there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Let me tell you what happened. So, I get out there, right? Mm-hmm. I go in one parking lot. Police officer say, "Hey, you got to move. We get ready to close this." Okay, cool. Where can I park? Got to go inside the park. Try to go inside the park. Police officer stop traffic. And I'm like, "Hey, I need to get in there. Can I park in there? Yeah. Parking lot's full." Damn. I said, "What?" So Slim called. He was like, "Hey, bro, we just got through performing." I was pissed, dollar. So then the police officer is right there holding up traffic. Nobody's walking across. Nobody's coming through. He's just sitting there. I said, "Sir, can you let us go?" He's like, "Hold on, wait a minute. You got one fat officer over here talking to somebody eating muffins and stuff, and he's sitting up here just holding traffic." I was pissed, man.
Damn.
Man, I was pissed.
Damn. Yeah, I feel bad. So, but I spoke with Slim. He told me he did his thing. He said he did a couple of songs.
Oh yeah,
and a couple of good things happened out of that.
Yes, sir.
And I just hate that I wasn't there.
Hey man, you gotta take care of your body, bro.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so this first clip is Jason Whitlock. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but I think he's a sports journalist. But he always be saying some crazy stuff when it comes to black people. But that's neither here nor there. But this is what he said about the WNBA. And you can see the clip on the mods up here.
All right.
The WNBA is a charity organization. It's big brothers, big sisters. The average worker at Big Brothers Big Sisters doesn't make $220,000. It's a charity. They probably make $40,000 or $50,000. And it's not because men are sexist scum. And if we had started women's basketball in 1946 or whatever, or whenever the NBA launched, the WNBA would be more popular. The skills aren't the same. No one wants to see Brittany Griner play basketball because it doesn't look as beautiful and it's not as skilled as when LeBron James plays basketball. That's a fact.
All right, your take on that.
Wow. I kind of agree with him on some things.
Yeah.
But not the whole thing.
Okay.
Because there are some women who can ball.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
As far as being sexy and all that. I mean, some guys, I don't know, it's just like with not flag football, but the little football sport they got.
Yeah.
With the women in bikinis.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love to look at that, but they be hitting.
Yeah.
They only got panties, shoulder pads, and helmets.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. That's kind of a toss up for me.
Yeah, I think the thing is he has a point.
Yeah.
Because the WNBA been around for a while. Mm-hmm. Every time I channel surfing and the game is on, it don't be a lot of people in the stands.
Right.
And all these feminists who talk all that women power, they ain't in the stands either.
Exactly.
So they don't even support women.
Yeah.
In that when it comes to that.
Yep.
So it shouldn't be just on men.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Men got enough damn sports they got to be occupied with. Not to say they won't be occupied with women's sports, but at the same time, it doesn't have the luster of the NBA.
Yeah.
And again, those women, feminists, those who out there, we can do it just as good as men. Y'all ain't buying out those tickets.
No.
When I look at that crowd, it's not a lot of women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to be out there backing y'all sisters up.
They do.
For real,
That's
though.
true.
Again, I don't think what he was saying was slandering. I think what he was saying was actual fact.
Right.
You know, again, I don't agree with everything Jason Whitlock's saying, because if you're familiar with his track record, he's in the hole. But overall, I do agree with him on some parts of that right there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, here's this next clip. This is Reverend or Pastor Vodi Bakum. Are you familiar with him? Vodi Bakum. He's real major. But this is what he said about the type of people who will end up in hell.
Hell will be filled with people who are baptized. Hell will be filled with people who don't drink and don't smoke and don't curse and didn't have sex outside of marriage. There will be millions of people in hell who can make every one of those claims, because not one of those things makes you a Christian.
Wow. Okay.
You know what? I agree with him 100%.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay. Go ahead.
First of all, I love history. Don't know all, but I know a lot about history.
Right.
First of all, how would you feel? Your name is Bill, right?
Yeah.
What if I call you Marcus, and I just keep calling you Marcus when you tell me your name is Bill?
I would feel totally disrespected.
Okay. Now the letter J was not even out.
Right.
When
Jesus right.
was around.
Right. It's the last letter to come into play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His name is Yahshua.
Right. Or
So
Yahweh.
everybody's saying in the name of Jesus, they're not serving him. They're not praising him. They're praising somebody, the man with the blue eyes and the white man. That's who they're praising.
Right.
Because if somebody's calling me Jacob and my name is Mark,
Right.
I'm gonna be pissed like, bruh, that's not my name.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Good point.
like you said, everybody's getting baptized in the name of Jesus and not drinking. They need to do their homework. Yes.
You're right.
So I agree with him, man.
Good point.
100%.
Okay, I feel you on that.
Yep.
And because a lot of people would hear that and would be offended.
Exactly.
Especially a lot of hardcore Christians.
Exactly.
They'd be like, what you mean?
Right.
I don't smoke, I don't drink. All my children were born in wedlock. So what? But you're right. I think it's more than that.
It is.
I think it's more than that.
Yep.
Man, I like
Yep.
that. Good point.
Oh,
Good point.
yeah.
All right. Here is a clip about the business or the girl. Check this out.
And this guy puts up his hand who hasn't contributed anything all night. He says, listen, I got to ask you a question. He says, no, this is a tough one. I've been running this business out of my dorm, and I'm about to graduate. I'm making about $5 million a year in free cash flow.
Damn.
And I said,
dorm.
I don't hear a problem. He said, that's not the problem. My fiance came to me today and said that she's going to leave me. And I said, why? Because I'm not spending any time with her family. I don't have any time on weekends. I can't go out to the soccer games with her nephews and stuff. And I just can't because I'm so busy. And I got to keep my business going. I got to graduate my degree. What do I do? Which one is easier to replace? The girlfriend or the business? I mean, you got to ask that question. You're making $5 million a year, and every woman in this class now knows this.
Man, hey,
That's a good one.
that is, ain't it?
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't think you can have both, because if you do have a lot of money and you have a woman, she's obviously going to be there for the money. Mm-hmm. And when the money run out, she's going to run out.
She's gonna run out too.
Yeah.
She's gonna run out too.
Yep.
And a lot of guys who are, like Kevin Samuels would say, a high value guy.
Yeah.
When they own that kind of hustle, they don't have time for relationships.
Exactly.
So a woman who's dating that kind of guy, she should totally understand. Mm-hmm. And if he's real about it, he should let her know up front.
Exactly.
You know, if you want to get in involved with me, this is how it is.
Exactly.
And if she's down with him, she would understand.
Yep.
Because eventually, in the long run, if they work it out, she'll benefit it as well.
Exactly.
But like you said, if you just there for the money and the money run out, then she gonna run out too.
Yep. You know, I told my wife this, man, because you know everybody go through things. So I said, look, I'm doing some great things right now with Dollar. I said, now I'm gonna explain to you what's going on, and it's gonna take some time away from you and I. But I'm just trying to get a certain number, so in my account, so that I can pass the blueprint on to somebody else,
right?
But still have some type of revenue coming in,
right?
And we can do whatever we want to do,
right?
You know,
makes sense.
Oh yeah,
makes sense. Yep. That makes total sense. And, you know, if you got a down chick, she would understand it.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. Man, get in there and support you.
Yep. All day long. This clip is called Doorbell Man. Check this out.
A man comes looking for his missing wife with the police.
I mean, that raises more of an alarm, doesn't it?
What, that it's your wife?
Yeah.
It's your wife. It's important.
Maybe she doesn't want to be found. He gets a location alert on his phone that his wife is staying at this location.
If no one's here?
It's not. Hello? Hello? Yeah.
Looking for Ottawa? Yes, I'm looking for Ottawa. Ottawa.
Oh, no, buddy, I think you have the wrong address. My name is Frank. What's up?
No, my wife went missing a few hours ago, so I'm just looking for her. And her phone was tracked to this complex. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, there's four units. We're not home right now. There's 4 units in this complex, so it might be one of the other ones. Okay.
Okay.
Good night. Good luck, man.
And that's that.
Wow. Nowadays, man, you can't be doing that. I'm sorry.
I know, man.
With guys, okay, I'll tell you this. This sort of happened to me with my first wife.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we had a Cadillac, and I had a tracker on that Cadillac. Wherever she go, it would, tell me because it was in my name. So, she actually was over another guy's house.
Whoa.
And I could have went there, or I could have had the car towed back to where I was at, and she would be stranded.
Right.
But I just let it play it out.
That's smart.
Because he could have had a gun.
Yep.
I'm going to his property.
Yes.
You feel what I'm
He's
saying?
gonna have your right to defend his property.
Yeah. So I just let it ride, man. I never told her about it either.
Dude, you did the right thing because again, you never know how those things could turn out.
Yeah.
Every guy gonna be on some, hey man, I know.
Yeah.
I ain't in that. Some guys will be trying to defend that bullshit.
Exactly.
Some guys will try to stand up for the fact that they fucking your girl.
Yep.
Fuck you doing over here, man? She with me now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's obvious. It goes left a lot of times.
Yes.
So this guy right here, I big him up. It's a noble thing. Hey, it's your girl's with his wife, he said, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if it's your wife, you have to do those type of things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in a situation like that, I probably would just wait till she bring her ass home.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I saw the tracker show me you went to so and so house. And if she lied, hey, I got evidence, police was with me. You said I got a report. So that's how you do that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys will come out and gun you down.
They sure will.
Because you trying to defend your, you know what I'm saying, your relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Damn. And I've seen it go bad like that too.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it go bad like that too. I have. One time my uncle, but it didn't go bad like that with him, but he went to work. He handled it real smooth. He went to work. He wasn't even gone 20 minutes. He come back and she already in the bed doing shit. Wow. And he was just like, when you done, I want to talk to you. I promise you, kid.
That's some plan.
That's what he said. When you done, I want to have a word with you. That's how he told us that story. Shit.
Let her go ahead and get finished.
Let her go ahead and do her thing. Let that guilt set in.
You know what? That's funny you said that because and I hate just airing my laundry out like that, you know, because I really don't like to, I guess, downplay my ex-wife, you know. But anyway, that happened one time. I was just out at the club, one of my friends, you know, I'm sad and everything. So something just told me, whip her back around and see, you know, what she got going on, because now this was her place.
Right.
But I was supposed to have done something to the car. I just told her I'd get it, you know, some other time. So I went over there that night, and I kid you not, Dollar, she's in there having sex. I'm hearing it through the door. So I'm waiting. This is a true story.
Damn.
So I'm waiting. So when she gets done, doom, 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 doom. Open up the door. I know you in there. I done heard you. You know, I'm hot. So she opened the door. And I hope she's listening, oh well. Because it's a true story. So she opened up the door. She calls her sister. You need to get Mark out of here. You need to get him out of here. She's high as a kite. Had on this little bitty skirt. So I'm looking through the whole apartment. There's no one in there, Dollar, but a woman.
Whoa.
Bugged me out. I turned around and I vamped.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't say her name or nothing, did I?
No, you did.
Okay,
You did.
cool.
Nope, you did.
So yeah, man, it's been a lot, you know, going through that little period. Yeah.
Yeah, most guys won't be able to bounce back from that.
Yeah.
Even if it is a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most guys won't be able to bounce back from that.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, some people are just fucking scandalous, man.
Yeah.
It's just being straight up.
I mean, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I did my little share.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I owned up to it.
Right.
Trying to reconcile, see if we can do better. But I guess she just wanted to get payback. I don't know.
Probably so.
So
just had that vindictive nature. It's crazy. All right. This is our brother, Dr. John Henrick Clarke.
All right.
And this is his take on black Greek fraternities and sororities. Check this out. It's an audio clip.
And there's no such thing as Greek philosophy. There's no such thing as a Greek fraternity. These silly black people talking about Greek letter fraternities won't belong to any of them. You look silly. Alpha, Kappa, Alpha. You won't belong to any of them. You'd be embarrassed. The Greeks had no fraternities, had no architects, till they stole it out of Africa. You understand all of this if you understood what blacks contributed to that in that great Nile Valley and how they awakened that other valley, the Tigris and the Euphrates, and gave light to the world long before the first European war issue.
All right, your take on that.
Wow. I mean, that's really got me thinking because, you know, back then as a youngster, man, you know, I was pledging Omega Psi Phi.
Okay, wow, okay.
But I never really crossed over.
Okay.
That's the thing. You know, I was always in it, but I never crossed over because I just, just didn't really know too much about it.
Right.
But that's, to me, that's like just saying about the Masons, you know, and
that Boule class.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Other stuff. So
the Divine Nine, you know. And my curiosity was like, what does being a Greek, quote unquote, have to do with being black?
Right.
And see, again, this is another one of those things where black people wanted to assimilate into white culture, be part of their shit, and when they were told no, they went and started their own thing, and that's cool. Start your own stuff, but you shouldn't start nothing with Greek at all in it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because if anybody knew about the Greeks and their history, you wouldn't want to associate yourself with stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like they used to be on the battlefield. Like you ever see those old movies where the Roman soldiers be out with those kilts?
Yeah.
They be fight. So I don't know if you noticed, but underneath those, they would be naked. So these guys are fighting in the battlefield with a kilt on, with they slong swinging.
Yeah.
And then tell you the reason why they would do that. once they conquered their enemy, they would literally hump those dead bodies.
Wow.
That's the kind of mind state those Greeks were into.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, so that's some freaky, perverse stuff.
Yeah.
So here we come years later and call ourselves Greek fraternities, and and associate ourselves. No, man, because I best believe if there was if it was like African sororities and fraternities and Greeks wanted to be part of it, they wouldn't never call themselves an African something. You see what I'm saying? So we still got this white mind state, a lot of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm totally in agreement with our brother, Dr. John Henrick Clarke, rest in peace.
Yeah.
One of our elders. And whatever he say is actual facts.
Yeah.
These people had no class, they had no culture. So we as black people, foundational blacks, should never associate ourselves with sick perverseness like that. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Them dudes used to be on the battlefield, no draws.
Yeah.
And when they conquered their, enemy, all them dead bodies, they would get it on with those dead bodies.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's sick.
Yeah. Have you seen the Netflix series Dahmer about Jeffrey Dahmer? Watch that. Ooh.
Man.
I'm gonna say this right quick. I know I'm digressing. That happened in 91, right? I was just 20. When they showed the images of the people dragging those body parts out, it scared the shit out of me. Because I'm like, man, we actually live in a place where people were doing that?
Wow.
Yeah, man, he was going to gay clubs and mainly in the black communities, bringing all these black guys home because he liked dark meat, I guess.
Yeah.
And was literally killing them, cannibalizing off their bodies. You know what I'm saying? They found skulls, hearts in the freezer. That dude was sick, but I think it's a 10-part series on Netflix.
Okay.
Check that out.
Man,
check
I
that
got
out.
to.
Yeah.
This is your man.
Okay. Let me stop that. When the listen soon. All right. Here's a little funny clip. All right. This is called. Is this your man? Check it out.
This is your man.
Yes.
Look at the screen.
That's mine.
And that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
He's got a Bubba Fett helmet on, no shirt, Hawaiian shorts, fake lightsaber, kicking it with the dog. And she's like, I'm gonna stick. Hey, you got your will in him, she ain't gonna leave you.
Hey, you know what? I would take her over there if I
all the
was
time. All the time. Yup, man. She with it. Rain or snow. All right, here's our brother Masterpiece, as always, dropping some financial jewels. Check this out.
I don't pray for money. I pray for wisdom. And a lot of people don't realize there's three type of people in this world. It's poor people, it's rich people, and it's wealthy people. The poor people, all they do is talk about money, where my money and I need my money, I got to get my money. The rich people, all they talk about is things. So they talk about my car, my house, and these type of things. The wealthy people talk about ideas. And that's what it's about.
All right.
Bro, if he's in Atlanta when we down there, I want to meet him.
Kick some game to him.
Yep. I've always wanted to meet Master P, man. Too. And we talked about him last night, too.
Okay.
About the No Limit days and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I would love to meet Master P.
Yeah. Master P was one of those guys, me coming from Chicago, I didn't understand his brand of rap. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's mid-90s, it's Wu-Tang, Nas, Biggie, and then here comes No Limit. We're like, what's this? Because a friend of mine, one of his first early releases was called The Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me. So my boy Big John, shouts out to Big John, he was always the one in our crew trying to listen to other stuff outside of what we would listen to. He would always, hey DB, check this out. Always something new. So he brought Master PC. I just looked at the cover like, man, get the shot out. You know what I'm saying? I regret that to this day, not knowing what this guy was going to become. You know? And I most definitely big him up. Any financial advice, anything you say about money, I'm going to listen. You know what I'm saying? As I was saying to a friend of mine before, he laid the blueprint down. He's not the first in black culture to start an independent label that became successful, because we're going to always look up to Berry Gordy.
Yes.
But Berry Gordy didn't show us the blue. Well, to a certain extent, he showed us how to have a label of sophisticated, talented, well-mannered artists, because the artist development came from Motown.
Yes.
How to get your artists prepared for media. It came from Motown. So before Motown, there was no artist development. So salute that, man. And we need that now, because you see these artists be on TV.
Yes.
They don't know how to answer any questions.
Nope.
So again, at the same time, Berry Gordy most definitely showed us that end of the independent, but Master P came in and said, "Let me show you how to really get your money."
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, we actually joked about him and Snoop last night, but it backfired on us. So you know how you eat Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes?
Yeah.
Okay, Snoop and Master P got a cereal out called Snoop Loops.
I didn't know that. Wow.
It's called Snoop Loops.
Okay.
So, he pulled it up on the internet and we searched. How about they sold out?
Of course. I would expect that.
Completely
Man,
out.
Master P got those rap
snacks.
Rap snacks.
Uh-huh.
Those are selling out.
Yes.
And then he got the pictures of the artists on the packaging.
Yes.
Very smart. You know, you go in there, you looking at the Migos, Cardi B, Lil Boosie. I'm like, wow.
Yep.
And when I first saw that some years ago, I'm like, I thought it was kind of generic. But then when I found out it came from him, I was like, okay, cool. Because you know how sometimes people be trying to capitalize off our culture.
Oh, yeah.
Because it takes money to use those people's likeness on those packages.
Yep.
And I would rather say yes to Master P than
Yeah.
anyone else. So big up to P, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right. Damn, Snoop Loose. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, you got to look that up.
All right. Now, here is a clip where this young sister talks about how the country Nigeria got its name. Listen, this is very informative. Check this out.
There seems to be this cognitive dissonance. The ancestors that got trafficked and the ancestors who were back home who had Europeans on their soil ruling over them. I watched a documentary on Nigeria and how Nigeria even got its name, and how white people thousands of miles away were just divvying up parts of Nigeria, and how the North and the South were not even meant to be together. And this is why there's all of this conflict now. The Marketplace Massacre, where all of these women were murdered, Black women, Nigerian women murdered on Nigerian soil, while Englishmen took the money from Nigeria and sent it to England. And this is why England's roads are paved in concrete and Nigeria's are still rocky. How Nigeria got the name for nigger area.
Yes.
And Nigerians still carry the name nigger area.
It was a general who gave us as a gift to his side chick.
So much truth to that.
Nigeria's, because white people named all that. Like Africa, that's not the original name. Some white guy, Leonidas Africanus, named Africa. It's like here in America, Amerigo Vespucci, named after him. So as she was saying, these white people were divvying up Nigeria, but they called it the nigger area. So you put those two together, and then the Nigerians just kept the name.
Exactly.
They just say, "Hey man, you can't call it direct. You know that bullshit. We gonna get that out of here." They kept the name.
Yeah, man, there's so much truth to that. I was looking at some documentary, man, of how similar to what she was just saying, and it just blew my mind. It really did.
This is my first time hearing this.
Oh man, yeah, it's so much deeper than that though.
You know, but the thing is, piggybacking off what she was saying, tying it into what's going on with foundational Black Americans and all these Black immigrants, there's a beef between us and them.
It is.
And a lot of it's coming from Nigeria, who keep talking about Nigeria's all this and all that, but when you actually do your research, Nigeria is hurting, man.
Yeah.
So they're lying.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I understand you don't want your homeland to be looked at as a shithole.
Right.
I understand. But at the same time, us, when we make it all the way clear for you to come on over here,
Yeah.
you got to show respect. You can't come in
to.
our house
You got to.
and muddy up our floor
Yep.
and then act like it's your house.
Exactly.
Because we begin a lot of disrespect.
Yep.
So y'all got to work that name issue out, Nigerians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or nigga Aryans. Hey, blame it on history.
Oh, man.
And I don't even like using that word. I'll just use it for context. All right. Here's Pastor Geno Jennings asking, will your religion save you? Listen to this.
If the Lord came tonight, will you be saved by your religion? Well, Pastor Jennings, my religion is Christianity. That's nice. Did Jesus tell you he started a religion called Christianity? No. Oh, I know that just shocked a whole lot of you. Do you know there's not a religion in the Bible called Christianity? The word Christian is in the Bible. The Bible says they was first called Christians at Antioch. A Christian is someone that live a life like Christ. That's a person. Christianity is the name of a religion. Go to your Bible.
All right.
Man, you know what? I actually be looking at this man.
He be on fire, though.
Yes. And I mean, to be honest with you, like when he go through the Bible and breaks it down, he makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say some stuff I don't agree with him on.
Yeah.
But with this, most definitely, I mean, he's telling the truth.
Yeah. And of course, even my heroes, I'm not going to always agree with everything they say or do.
Right.
But at the same time, he makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And see, I think a lot of things is going on right now. And tell me if you agree with this. Religion in America is all over the place now. And people are remixing things, making it fit their narrative.
Exactly.
They're trying to, do worldly things and use the Bible as an excuse to make up for what they're doing.
Yep.
So I say that to say this. There's a lot of confusion. I'm just talking about black people now. There's a lot of confusion in the black church now.
Yes.
And a lot of it's got to do with the church is trying to lean more towards secular, lean more towards the word. They don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Exactly.
So let anybody in the church now.
Exactly.
And I'm going to say this. I never understood exclusivity as a kid because I always felt left out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Little bro, you can't be part of this.
Yeah.
But as I get older, I understood.
Yeah.
Because everybody can't be in your circle.
Exactly.
Because once you start letting too many people in, you start getting fakers, infiltrators, and people want to take over.
Yep.
And that's what's been happening with the church.
Exactly.
You got a lot of people out there using tithing, which is totally not what we understand to be. It ain't got nothing to do with money at all, right?
Right.
But these people are brainwashed into thinking tithing is all about money.
Exactly.
They let people come in there dressing. I know come as you are, but you can't come in there dressed from the Saturday night before with your breast out, leggings or jeggings, your crack is showing, and you got guys that's looking at that in the church. You see what I'm saying? It's all kind of stuff happening in church. And I'm going to say this. I stopped going to church because of stuff like that. It started getting real phony. I'm not going to even lie to you, dude. Every time people came to church, it was like a fashion show. The parking lot looked like the club was letting out. You know what I'm saying? People showing off. And then what really messed me up, on the back of the pews, it's got all these different color envelopes for offerings, tithes, visitors. But I'm like, why so many envelopes?
Exactly.
So to me, church has lost its luster. And the thing is, from what I was understood, the people are the church.
Exactly.
The building is the sanctuary or something like that. So actually, like the people been saying, the church is in you.
Yes.
But people are now going just to be here, just to hear what they want to be told.
Exactly.
And these preachers are not like let's get into this right quick. Joel Osteen, Joyce Myers.
Yep.
They are very big. They have
Yep.
very big names. They have very big followings. But they never really preach the true gospel.
Nope.
Like Joel Osteen, he never holds a Bible in his hand.
Nope.
You ever notice that?
Yep.
He never holds a Bible in his hand. He try to recite stuff from the Bible, but it almost seemed like he's trying his best to remember it. You know? So I just feel like so much of this prosperity preaching has got people going to church for money.
Yeah.
Going to church for hoping that when they leave their service, a miracle will be waiting in a mailbox or something for them, you know? So yeah, I left church alone a long time ago because it got real phony.
Yeah, hey man, I agree with you 100%, man. And we just had this conversation, me, my mom, my uncle, and my nephew. And you know, he had questions. So I let my mom go first, and I actually agree with her on two things, but that third thing I didn't.
All right.
Which, you know, she said you got to believe in Christ, you know, in God. And then you know, you have to be born again. And then she said, well, yeah, and you have to be covered. You got to tithe and all that. And I let her go ahead and finish. And I told my nephew, I said, first of all, you need to learn your own research. I said, because I have my church right here in the garage. I got a relationship with God. That's the most important thing. That's all he wants, is just a relationship with you, your heart and your spirit. He don't care about nothing else, you know. Because that money, church is a business.
Yeah.
You know, my father-in-law told me that. And he's a pastor in Illinois. So to be honest with you, every pastor is lying because they're teaching Jesus. You know, they're not teaching the truth.
Right. Right.
You know,
like
and even the Muslims teach about Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, so in my eyes, everybody is lying.
You got so many people and so many different religions, it's scattered all over the place, and some people got this belief, and then these people have that belief. So it kind of makes people like me that's in the middle just be like, okay, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. Y'all figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to go my own path, and I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be my own person, because I'm always looking for some type of divine something. You see what I'm saying? I never want to say I'm not, but I don't think with all this chaos is going on in the churches, I want to be in the middle of it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you, bro. I don't go to church either. I stopped after the pastor tried to, well, he probably did sleep.
Yeah.
I'm telling too much.
Man, be talking.
After he done tried to sleep with my ex-wife, or he done slept with my ex-wife, I done had several pastors do that. I done had pastors tell me, well, you can't say that word. And I'm like, it's right here in the Bible. How come I can't say it? Oh, no, we don't say that word in here. So, you know, I was like, you know what? Y'all can have it. That's y'all.
What do you think about, and this is no slight against anyone in their lifestyle, but you got a lot of these people from the rainbow community that call themselves Christians. Some of these gay pastors, listen at that.
Yeah.
Gay pastor. Okay, and there's another thing too. I don't know how you feel about this, because I've been feeling some kind of way about this, because I've been confused.
Right.
But I was also under the understanding that women are not supposed to like
be in the pulpit.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And that's out the Bible, right?
That's out the Bible.
Okay, let me say this. This has really been on my mind. My grandmother on my father's side was a minister. All my life, that's all I known of her. So when I go spend the summer over there of her crib, church is in the mix. You know what I'm saying? She had her own church, and then when she lost her building, she moved the service to the basement of her house. She was very dedicated. So in my mind, all the way up until she passed away, she was doing what she considered the right thing for the Lord. Trying to save souls, spread the word, do whatever she can to be on the right side of God.
Right.
And I believe when she was on her last few days, she was getting herself prepared to meet her maker, right? So she passes away. Now I'm asking myself, is God gonna be pleased with her with what she did down here? Is she gonna be in heaven or is she gonna be in hell?
I'm glad you asked that question. I got the answer for you.
I need to know.
Okay, you said pulpit. What is a pulpit? Pulpit is something that man done made up.
Yes.
Now, when you're talking about altar, that's something totally different. That's where you put the sacrifices, up so that God can receive that.
Right.
Now, your grandmother, she's right. She's doing exactly what she's supposed to do. Because there are prophets in the Bible.
Okay.
There are women who were ministers in the Bible.
Okay.
You even got a woman that was a disciple with Jesus in the Bible, which was Mary, not his mother, but the other Mary. She's a prostitute.
Okay.
She rubbed his hair with oil.
Yeah.
I mean, she rubbed his feet with the spikenard oil with her hair.
Okay.
So yes, there are women that are called, but as far as like just being in the pulpit, or I guess what we would call is like leadership.
Right.
That's not supposed to happen.
Right,
but
right.
She didn't do anything wrong because she's doing exactly what she's supposed to do. Which was send out that word and say, hey, y'all need to come to God.
Right.
So no, she was doing what's right.
Okay. Because she wasn't one of those prosperity, you know what I'm saying? She actually preached it. She didn't care if you were offended, if you didn't like she was just trying her best not to stray from the Bible. So she did everything strictly by the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you something else too. Actually, two things I got. One, when people say, like I use my son, his mom be like, yeah, he's in heaven, rest in heaven, little Mark and all that. Let me tell you something. He's not in heaven, bro. My son is not in hell or he's not in heaven.
Okay.
He is in the earth. And I'm going to explain that. Now, it says when Jesus come back, I'm going to say Yahshua because I need to quit playing.
Right.
When Yahshua comes back, he's going to say out in a loud voice to everybody to raise up. So if my son is dead and is in heaven, why is he going to rise up from the dead if he's already in heaven?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Makes sense, yeah.
So when Yahshua will come back and say, okay, everybody raise up, that's everybody that's dead in Christ. They're going to go to heaven. He's going to say, go that way. He even told his disciples, you can't go where I'm going. And that's over 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So no, everybody that's dead is not in heaven. They're in the ground resting until he returns. And then when he speak out the second time, that's everybody that's dead that's not in him. He's going to say, go that way, which is hell.
Whoa.
So hell is being prepared. Heaven is being prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I feel what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, because all that was, he just need another angel.
Right.
That's just people just fucking just trying to smooth it out and make you feel okay.
Exactly.
They shouldn't tell people that.
Lies. That's why
they shouldn't tell people that.
Every pastor,
especially a person who's lost a kid to something very tragic.
Yes.
Some dude done kidnapped their kid and did all the worst things. Now the kid is gone, and then you tell him, God just need another angel.
Exactly.
Why did he need it that way?
Exactly.
Exactly. I feel what you're saying, man. Makes that helped me out a whole lot.
That's why a lot of people look at God like that. Let me tell you something. God don't do anything. He allows things to happen. That's why he gave us the freedom of choice. You can either serve Satan or you can serve me. That's on you, my brother. I'm just putting it like that. That's how he is. He don't.
And
force
the consequences of either decision.
Exactly.
You're right. You can either
nothing.
come to work or not go.
Yep.
Because if you don't go, it's the consequence of the.
Exactly.
Well, okay, we're gonna mark him. We're gonna dock his pay. I feel what you're saying.
Yep.
I feel what you're saying.
Yep.
Man, that makes sense, Mark.
That's why he have angels. He sent them down here to do it. Like the angel Gabriel and all that.
Yeah.
That was angels here on earth. See, it's a lot of stuff, man, that people don't know. And when I tell you I do my research, dollar, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I read, I study, I do movies, documentaries. I study all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. You really helped me understand that situation because it bothered me for the longest.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to hope and pray that my grandmother went to the right place.
Yeah.
I didn't want what she was doing to be held against her.
She did exactly what she's supposed to do.
All right, well that helped me out, fam.
Yep.
All right. This last clip is our brother JadaKiss. You know he finna kill the flow. And here we go.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think about this.
Yo, head-on-head collision. I'm a problem and nobody can solve them. I'm long division on the road to success, but it's more of a mission. They said I would be dead or I was going to prison. One of them is certain, but the other one isn't. I made rare decisions, rock diamonds that impaired your vision. Even supplied y'all years for lism. Like I'm just starting, but I got years of wisdom. Stripes I got, nigga, took years to get them. Whenever you see him, notice the same peers is with him. He destroys tracks the minute he hears the rhythm. Only a hell of a flow, but his ears forbidden. If you think this is a ringtone, yeah, you kidding? 50,000 records sold, right? Yeah, you kidding?
Woo! Wow,
bro, GOAT.
Yeah,
That's all I can say.
Yeah, Jada always been on this,
Yes.
on this flow.
Yes.
He out of the locks, he's gonna always be everybody's favorite. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a big fan of Chic Luch.
Oh, really?
I like that arrogant, wow, right in your face type of flow. I used to love that. But then I always would, in the back of my mind, Jada the dopest. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And man, just throughout the course of the years, he's been proving it. Any cypher he's been in, any freestyle, any feature, he's been bodying these tracks, man.
Man, we just talked about him last night too, because Joaquin let me check out some guys from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
I think you let me see one of them. One of them name start with an S. Swami, Simba. Okay, him, and it's another guy named Rayvon.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him.
Oh my God,
He dope.
Nala. Simba reminded me of JadaKiss.
Simba, man.
Oh my gosh.
Simba, man.
Yeah.
That dude cold, man. All I hear is freestyles. I haven't heard any songs, any albums.
I don't think I think he's got an album out or coming out.
Oh, wow.
But they got this other guy, I just said his name.
Rayvon.
Yeah,
Rayvon.
He signed with Kendrick Lamar now.
Oh, okay.
And I tell you, he is dope dollar.
Hear the truth, huh?
Spitting bars.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he freestyled his life. He talked about how his that was Simba. Talked about how his uncle snitched on his other uncle. You probably seen the freestyle.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Killed it.
What?
He killed it.
Yeah, I saw that freestyle. Simba dope, man.
Yeah,
Simba is
man.
cold. So again, I'm gonna start looking up like some of his stuff. I'm gonna see if he got like at least a single or something out. Because that type of flow ain't on the radio.
Yeah.
That type of flow right there is never on the radio.
Man.
You got this. Whatever's on the radio, I'm never tripping on it because I know these the kids, keeping the culture moving forward.
Yeah.
But that Simba flowing on the radio.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm
I
saying?
wish we could have had you on last night because the topic we talked about last night, bro, you would have ate it up. We talked about LL.
Speaking of which, did you hear him come out and respond to DJ Academics? Let me say this. DJ Academics, you bogus as hell. First of all, you're a Jamaican tether. You didn't create any culture, fam. You're making money in our culture. So for you to say he said these dusty ass pioneers. Every time these dusty pioneers, they so-called created hip hop, but why they so damn broke? Dude,
wow.
It's so many people that created stuff that ain't got the money that they deserve.
Yeah.
So LL came out and checked them on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's things like that. DJ Academics is making money in our culture and going to diss the pioneers of our. That's total disrespect, dude.
Man, I heard some about that, but I didn't know what it was about.
I'm so tired of these damn tethers, man, coming over here having no respect. We are the fucking culture.
Yeah.
Jamaicans did not create hip hop. Nope. Caribbeans, most definitely nobody from the Latino community. Blacks in America did it, and if you don't like it, there it is.
Yeah, you get the middle.
Yep. Anyways,
wow.
Yeah,
just
man.
Don't know. LL, man, like we was talking, he paved the way of them love songs.
Dude, LL, I'm one of LL's babies.
Yes.
You know how people be like, well, all these little kids now, these Lil Wayne babies. Yeah. I'm one of LL's babies.
Yeah.
When I was listening to rap up until LL, all I did was listen to it. I liked it. I was a big fan of Run DMC, but LL made me want to try rap. I'm like, well, let me see if I can do this. Yeah. So LL is a pioneer off the top. And let me say this. There were rap love songs before I Need Love.
Was it?
Because LL did 2 of them before I Need Love. On his first album, he got a song called I Can Give You More. And he got another song called I Want You.
Dang, see, I didn't know that.
If you listen to radio, it's 2 tracks. He got 2 love songs on that. It's just that when you listen to radio is pre-sampled. So everything is drum beats, and it's a little sample, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
From Bigger and Deafer is when you start hearing all the samples coming in, and the album sounds more polished. And that's when you get I Need Love. But on the radio, his first album is 2 songs on that. Where he was on that, they just didn't release them as singles, and plus they didn't have that feel yet.
Yeah.
And a little knowledge, LL Cool J did not write I Need Love.
Wow.
He did not pen that song. Guess who wrote that song?
Who?
Remember, when he came out with the Bigger and Deafer album, that album that had I Need Love on it. At that time, LL had 2 DJs. He started off with Cut Creator, and then he had Cut Creator and Bobcat. Bobcat wrote I Need Love.
Wow.
DJ Bobcat from California wrote I Need Love.
Wow.
So let's fast forward now. A year or 2 later, Bobcat goes solo. And his first single was a song called I Need You. It was on some slow shit like, but it did not have the I Need Love feel.
Yeah,
couldn't do it. Dang. Couldn't do it. So it's a lot of people out here who are great songwriters. They just can't deliver the song.
Yeah,
like people trying to trip on Quentin Miller for writing for Drake. Rappers do not have ghostwriters. I'm gonna say this, all right? A ghostwriter is somebody who don't want no credit. Right. They just want their money. They don't want their name. They'll put a fake name.
Yeah.
Quentin Miller is not a ghostwriter. He's a songwriter. Anybody's like Jay-Z when he wrote some of those lyrics for Dr. Dre, Still Dre. Is Jay-Z considered a ghostwriter?
I don't think so.
Just because people didn't know that Jay-Z wrote it? Yeah. No. Raps are songs. They just more rhythmic.
Right.
But they're still considered songs.
Yeah.
So if Jay-Z wrote verses for Dr. Dre, he wrote a song for Dr. Dre. Like Rod Temperton. People didn't know that Rod Temperton wrote Thriller.
Yeah.
Is Rod Temperton a ghostwriter? No. Babyface.
Right.
All these damn hits he wrote, and people that didn't even know he's not considered a ghostwriter because his name is on the damn credit.
Yeah.
So Quentin Miller went through all that. His name got drug in the mud. Oh, you a ghostwriter for Drake? No, man. This brother's a songwriter. He just may not have the delivery to deliver it, but Drake does.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all this rappers and ghostwriter, because even the very first song that everyone got their win of hip hop, Rapper's Delight, had these elements in it. Ghostwriting. The very first rap song, because Grandmaster Caz wrote Big Bang Hank's verses.
Okay.
Well, I'm empty, dimp. The ladies pimp. The women fight for. That's all Grandmaster Caz. Because even said, because I'm the Grandmaster with the 3 MCs. If you look at Sugar Hill Gang, it's 3 rappers. But his verse says, I'm the Grandmaster with the 3 MCs. It's not 4 rappers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those lyrics were written by someone else. Also, it had the first elements of sampling because it replayed Good Times.
Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom. All that was in the very first goddamn rap song.
Yeah.
Ghostwriting and sampling. And it's another element. The Sugar Hill Gang were not an organic group. They didn't grow up together. They didn't even know each other.
Right.
They were put together like a boy band.
Yeah.
They had that in their element too. Damn. So all that was right there, man. All that was right there. But DJ Academics, you bogus.
Yeah.
Big up to LL for checking him.
Yeah, man. Salute.
And most definitely, we got to continue to protect and preserve our culture. Straight up. All right, so this has been the back and forth with me and my co-host Mark, a.k.a. Mystery. You got anything you want to say before we bust a move?
Hey, man, just be kind to each other. Be blessed. Do your thing.
Right on. That's it. And like we always say, preserve the culture, and it's FBA versus everybody. We out.